Let's talk a bit about essential sleep. Firstly, it is unanimously agreed upon that maintaining a regular sleep pattern is massively important. Difficulties with sleep are linked with both physical and emotional problems. In sleep-deprived individuals, there is an increased prevalence of heart disease, diabetes, and even obesity, as this can cause our fullness and hunger signals to become a bit dysfunctional. About 1/3 of adults report symptoms of insomnia, and 6 to 10% of the population then meets the criteria for an insomnia disorder. So obviously, this is a pretty widespread health concern. With all that said, where does a product like Essential Sleep fit into the equation? It would help if we simply just broke down the core ingredients and talked about why they are of benefit. Firstly, melatonin. Over the last 10 to 20 years, melatonin's use has increased markedly. Quite honestly, there's not a ton of long-term safety data. It can be a bit hit or miss, especially in some of the higher doses that are being used now. But in general, at the 3 milligram dose that's found in Essential Sleep, it is generally well tolerated. So melatonin, again, in sort of a vast oversimplification, it's a neurohormone. It regulates our circadian rhythm or our sleep-wake cycle. So when it's light, we see a suppression in its production. When it's dark, we see the increase in the melatonin production. Again, generally well-tolerated doses range from about 0.5 milligram to 5 milligrams per night, and this can potentially help an individual regulate their sleep schedule, allowing them to fall asleep a bit faster, or another way to say it would just be to reduce sleep latency. This is especially true in shift workers and also jet-lagged individuals. And also, you may have even heard of the term social jet lag, where we see that an individual's sleep patterns look a lot different during the week than they do on the weekends, kind of causing an imbalance of their, circadian rhythm. So ideally, melatonin can help to combat both of these things. Secondly, we have Ltheanine, another ingredient that has been well studied and well researched over the years. It's similar in structure to the neurotransmitters GABA and glutamate, and it's an amino acid that's most commonly found in green tea. It has been touted to promote relaxation without the additional drowsiness. Even though we established theanine isn't known for its kind of a sedative effect through the research, this overall enhancement in relaxation can be a critical component as you're attempting to fall asleep or wind down for the night. Next, we have 5-HTP. This is derived from the naturally occurring amino acid tryptophan. 5-HTP then serves as a precursor or an intermediate step for its ultimate conversion to serotonin, which is notable for its role in mood stabilization. So when you combine this with GABA, another ingredient that we'll get to, there's some plausibility that these can both help reduce one's time to sleep and also improve their sleep quality. Next, we have GABA. GABA in this context is often referred to as our calming neurotransmitter. And because of our body's ability to regulate appropriate levels of GABA at the level of the brain, exogenous or supplemented GABA simply just does not have a massive depressive effect, which ultimately ends up not being such a bad thing. So the main utility of this ingredient comes into play again when combined with something like 5-HTP, in which some of the research has been done. The next couple ingredients that we have are two inhibitory amino acids with potential GABAergic or GABA enhancing properties, especially when combined with GABA. So as you can sort of see here, there's some synergism with a handful of these ingredients. One of those amino acids, a non-essential amino acid, is L-glycine, and the next one is L-taurine, which is considered a conditionally essential amino acid. They both play a major role in other kind of physiological settings, but that would be outside the scope of this discussion. Finally, we have some B vitamins listed, and these also play a role in GABA synthesis and kind of at the very core of energy metabolism. And so you kind of hear me bringing up GABA over and over again, and these are more supportive in that role. So obviously, it's very important to us for you to consult with your physician before starting a product like this, but in conjunction with the myriad of other controllable sleep, hygiene, or lifestyle factors, we really feel that this can be of great utility for those looking to improve their sleep patterns. This is Essential Sleep. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this video, we would appreciate it very much if you would subscribe and hit the bell below. Thanks.